and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song?
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen from the gun on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So opening drive, third down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's got some space here. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down. Horn is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field, makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Horn, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Coleman. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Barney.
Here's Coleman on the toss. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Horn. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Detroit! Gun!
To throw on 2nd down. Horn into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Look at that, a diving catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Horn. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Drops it off for Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Back there in that Philly, here we go. Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now come the Cardinals. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second down. Horn. Conley's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Over!
Off the play fake. Horn. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check flag 45. Check flag 45. Get that quarterback, Devon. Get that quarterback. Detroit! Gun!
Looking to throw. Horn. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, now, Lucky 56.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down. Horn lets it go for Nelson, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Hey, Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Horn. And it's complete to Kelsey. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Horn. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Horn feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lucky 56.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Horn. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Coleman now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
3-19.
Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And again, it's Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Caught here by Conley. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before break. Horn. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Gun.
From the gun, Horn. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Gun.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Cardinals on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Horn. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Coleman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Kill! 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 Here we go now! 3-19!
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling this. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We got three.
Gun.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
This is Coleman. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Set. 3-19.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Over.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, that's Coleman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Mike's 50.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Horn. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down.
Three down. Motion, pump. Motion.
Detroit!
Mike's 50.
From the gun, Horn. It's caught, Nelson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
Patriot!
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong colors.
On second down, here's Allen. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Horn. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Horn. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Horn. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll go on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off play action. Horn trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch the edge. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Horn. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They come out here in the eye. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Over!
Now Allen operating from the gun. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Horn, he's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Watch twist!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on